Hello and welcome to Prudent News. Now a look at the headlines. Health Department exposed yet again red-handed. Biomedical waste destroyed now within Health Department premises. Drugs worth lakhs disposed of pre-expiry. Watch expose. Illegal paragliding training in Harmal again. Now Russian trainers in business. Police silent as usual despite ban on training. Skies open for all in Harmal. Chief Minister urges BBSM and force not to be adamant, not to take extreme stand. Ultimately, students will suffer, say some political parties instigating both groups. Goa not ready for out-of-court settlement on Madai River dispute. Chief Minister Parsikar out. Rightly rejects Karnataka Chief Minister's proposal, says let tribunal decide. And Kujira Education Complex pattern likely in more areas. Project land identified in Margao. Traffic bottleneck at Kujira Complex. Chief Minister admits planning fault. Now the news in detail. It is confirmed and Health Directorate is exposed red-handed now. Health authorities are not following biomedical waste treatment procedures. The medicinal drugs are now being destroyed within the premises of the department complex. After Prudent exposed, health officials have directed its staff to destroy the medicines from the stocks. Nearly 1 lakh tablets are said to have been declared substandard by the FDA. Such drugs worth lakhs are being disposed of pre-expiry in unscientific and hazardous manner. Watch expose.
On 13 January, Prudent exposed burned medicines at Kadamba Plateau. On 19 January, GSPCB inspected sites, found burned medicines at site. On 20th January, Health Minister denies medicines belonging to Health Department. And on 21st January, Directorate of Health denies allegations. Now watch what happened after 21st of January. Prudent brings to you an exclusive visual account of how the Health Department works behind the curtains. Sources from Health Department say senior officers who are professional doctors force the clerical staff to dispose medicines inside the premises of Directorate of Health Services. Prudent got some exclusive pictures on how medicines are being destroyed in the premises. All the tablets and injection liquid is poured in one bucket and then released into the toilets. Then they call the scrap pickers to collect empty strips of the tablets. Prudent followed the scrap picker and caught him at Beti side. He said he is unaware of any biomedical waste. Then Prudent found burned medical waste at Mapsa scrapyard, the Health Minister's constituency. The panic-struck owner of the scrapyard claims he does not have any idea about the burned medicines in the scrapyard.
मुझे सर कुछ नहीं मालूम है कौन डाला कौन ले रात को ही डाल को चले गए बाकी मैं सुबह उठा तो देखा बाद में मैं बोला यहाँ से हटाओ ये तो दवा है मुझे मेरे काम का चीज़ नहीं मैं पैसा भी नहीं दिया मैं लिया भी नहीं.
On 27 January, Team Prudent visited Directorate of Health office in Panji. Shockingly, the health staff was busy in disposing substandard medicines. Look, this is the storeroom of Directorate of Health Services. Look at the tablet strips. These are the tablets in the bucket. Now, look at the expiry date on packets. It is October 2016. Prior to expiry, medicines are being disposed. Look at the batch numbers. It mentions supplies for government hospital and not for sale. Sources say that all the tablets are of substandard. Nearly 1 lakh tablets are reportedly declared substandard by Food and Drugs Administration. Sources inform the Directorate of Health Services has asked the lower division staff to dispose tablets inside the department. Actually, the drugs are supposed to be disposed of scientifically using the incinerator at the GMC. This is how the health authorities function behind the curtains with the protection from the higher-ups. So, Mr. Health Minister, how many more visual evidences and eyewitness accounts do you need to nail your subordinates? Bureau Report, Prudent.
Illegal paragliding training is in full swing at Sweet Lake in Keri, Hermal. Despite a ban on paragliding training, several Russians are providing training in Hermal, and as usual, the police have turned a blind eye to the activity. As per the notice of North Goa SP, solo paragliding is allowed but not the training. When questioned, the police say they are unaware of any such activity.
Look at these visuals. Paragliding activity is rampant in the area. This is the Sweet Lake area in Hermal. Take a look. Paragliders are seen in pair. There's a trainer and another a trainee. Indian Mujahideen terrorist Syed Ismail Afaq had come to Goa and got a paragliding training for 5 days in similar fashion, without the knowledge of authorities. District authorities were awakened only after Prudent expose on illegal paragliding at Hermal Hillock. Authorities have framed the rules and regulation for paragliding and the trainers. As per the notice of North Goa SP, only solo paragliding is allowed. But here in Hermal, illegal training is on in full swing. It is learned that 5 Russians are providing paragliding training at Sweet Lake in Hermal. When questioned the police officials, they said they are unaware.
Solo and a single paragliding करपाक objection ना अशें सांगल्या कारणान सध्या solo single paragliding केरी करता. कोणी तरी फॉरेनर याने डबल सोलो केला ती तेणे आमकां माहिती आयज दिल्या. माहिती दिना फुडें हांवें म्हाजो स्टाफ थंय डेप्यूट केला. जर थंय सोलो कोण डबल कोण मेळटा आनी जर कोण ट्रेनिंग दिता ताका इमिजिएट ताब्यांत घेवचो आनी हाडचो म्हणून आनी म्हाजो स्टाफ धाडलो आसा.
Intelligence agencies have reported the aerial attack plans of the terrorist. Government is setting up coastal police stations considering the terror threat. But paragliders in Hermal are free birds, while police turn a blind eye to their activities, and district collectors' rules and regulations gathering a dust on paper. Vilas Arolkar for Prudent.
Force and Bharatiya Bhasha Suraksha Manch's extreme stand on MOI will adversely affect the students. Chief Minister and Education Minister Lakshmikant Parsekar has urged both the groups not to be adamant. He feels some political parties are trying to instigate these groups as assembly elections are fast approaching. CM has warned both the Force and BBSM not to fall prey for such tactics and not to misuse the educational institutions, parents and the students.
पराकोटीच्यो टोकाच्यो भूमिका घेणारे जे ह्यो विचारसरणी आसात ताणे विचार करूंक जाय. काही शक्ती पराकोटीक टोकाक वचपाचो जो प्रयत्न करतात जेंचे म्हाका दिसना शिक्षणाचे कितें देणे घेणे आसा तशें. हांव दोनूय बाजूच्या ह्या मंडळीक सांगता की अशी पराकोटीची भूमिका घेवं नाका. खास करून विद्यार्थ्यांक वेठीक धरपाचे, शाळांक वेठीक धरपाचे, शैक्षणीक संस्था वेठीक धरपाचे दुष्कृत्य आनी पातक कोणें करूंक जाय. इतलें वॉर्निंग दिता तांकां. हय निश्चित हांवें बऱ्या पद्दतीनूच सांगत आसा पूण टोकाक वचचें न्हय इतलें हांव सांगता.
CM has warned both the groups not to fall prey for any political pressurize, especially during election year.
आमी खंयचे आमरण उपोशण करतले नाजाल्यार रस्ते आडायतले किंवा आनी कितें तरी करतले कृपा करून इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट, इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ यंग जनरेशन तुम्ही दाखयतात की ह्या भुरग्याच्या हिता खातीर आमी करतात तेतून हित ना तुमी पाड घालतले इतलें हांव तांकां आवाहन करता. इतली काळजी घेवची. हांव खंयच्याच बाजूक हांव सांगना, हांव दोनूय बाजूच्या लोकांक सांगता. एक कशें आसा हे इलेक्शनाचे वर्स असल्यामुळे कोण कोण पिनयणारे लोक भायर आसात जांकां ह्या सरकाराचेर कांयच विरोध करपाक हे मेळना, खंयचेच मुद्दे मेळनात. ते असले बारीक गोश्टी कोणय घेवन उबे रावणारे आसात ताका बेठोच सपोर्ट दितात. काही शक्ती भितर सामील जाल्यात. कृपा करून त्या शक्तींनी गोंयचे हित विचार करचे, राजकारण करचे न्हय.
Munch and Force both are trying their level best to build pressure on the government. With Sangh's intervention on one side and church's intervention on the other side, party in power is facing a real tough time. Laukik Shilkar with Tulsidas Chari for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.